We just read the story Life in a Pond. Let's do a fun art craft activity together. In our story, we learned about these plants. Does anyone remember what these plants are called? Cattails. Let's reread part of our story to figure out what cattails are. Cattails grow in ponds. A cattail is a plant with a fuzzy brown tip. The tip looks like a cat's tail. This part is called the cob. Cattails have many different parts. We are going to build our own cattail today. We're going to need the cob, a long stem, some leaves, and down into the pond water, there are some roots. So, let's see what we're going to need for our craft in building a cattail. All right, so cattails got their names because they kind of look like a cat's tail. So the first thing that we're going to need is the cob. Cut a brown oval out of paper. Then you're going to need a long stem. You can use black or green for the long stem of a cattail. This helps the cob get its nutrients. Then you need 2 more ovals in green paper. These are going to be the leaves of the cattail. Then finally, what you're going to need is some string for some roots. In order to put it all together, we're going to need some glue as well. So go ahead and pause the video and get all of your supplies together. Remember, a cattail is called a cattail because it looks like a cat's tail. So now that we have all of our different parts, we have our cob, our stem, our 2 leaves, and our roots. Let's put it all together. First up, we're going to add the cob to the top of the stem. All right, so we got some glue here, and at the very top of our stem, I'm going to glue our cob. So here's the brown cob part. I'm going to go ahead and press that down. All right. So now I have our cob, our stem, and at the bottom of our stem, we're going to glue our 2 leaves. 1 leaf. Remember, when we're using glue, we just need ... not a lot. Here's our other leaf for our cattail. And then we need our roots that go down into the water. That helps our cattail get nutrients. So the roots go down into the pond water. So that way the cattail gets its nutrients. We're going to go ahead and glue the roots on the back of the cattail, just like this. Carefully press it down. Carefully press it down. And our last root. And glue that down. All right. So once we flip it back over, we have our very own cattail. We have the long cob, the fuzzy cob part. We have a long stem. We have the leaves that soak up the sunlight. And we have the roots that grow down into the water that helps bring water to the plant. Remember, plants need sunlight to grow. Which habitat do cattails grow? Cattails grow in a pond. I can't wait to see your craft on Flipgrid.